What is constructivism? Constructivism is basically a theory, based on an observation and scientific study about how people learn. It says that people construct their own understanding and knowledge of the world through experiencing things and reflecting on those experiences. When we encounter something new, we have to reconcile it with our previous ideas and experiences, maybe changing what we believe, or maybe discarding the new information as irrelevant. In any case, we are active creators of our own knowledge. To do this, we must ask questions, explore, and assess what we know. There are many flavors of constructivism, but one prominent theorist known for his constructivist views is Jean Piaget, who focused on how humans make meaning in relation to the interaction between their experiences and their ideas. His views tend to focus on human development in relation to what is occurring with an individual as opposed to development that is influenced by other humans. During its infancy, constructivism examined the interaction between human experiences and their reflexes or behavior patterns. Jean Piaget called these systems of knowledge schemes. Early educational philosophies did not place much value on what would become of constructivist ideas. Children's play and exploration was seen as aimless and of little importance. Jean Piaget did not agree with these traditional views. He saw play as an important and necessary part of students' cognitive development and provided scientific evidence for his views. He identified processes of accommodation and assimilation that are key in his interaction as individuals construct new knowledge from their experiences. According to the theory, accommodation is the process from reframing one's mental representation of the external world to fit new experiences. Accommodation can be understood as the mechanism by which failure leads to learning. When we act on an expectation that the world operates in one way and it violates our expectation, we often fail. But by accommodating this new experience and reframing our model of the way the world works, we learn from experience of failure or others' failure. It is important to note that constructivism is not a particular pedagogy. In fact, constructivism is a theory describing how learning happens.
Experimentation. Students individually perform an experiment and then come together as a class to discuss the results.
Experiment 2. The food is connected to a mild electrical current. The hamster has learned a valuable lesson. Beware the hand of man. Wise guy, eh? Ow! 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 Hamster 2, Bart 0.
Research project. Students research a topic and can present their findings to the
I want to be
class.
an F-14 pilot like my hero Tom. He lent me this new weapon called a neural disruptor.
He's not dead, is he, Bart?
Nah, but I wouldn't give him any homework for a while.
Class discussions. This technique is used in all the methods described above. It is one of the most important aspects of the constructivist teaching method. Constructivist approaches can also be used in online learning. For example, tools such as discussion forums, wikis and blogs can enable learners to actively construct knowledge.
When we left off, Calvin and Tanya were arguing that free will is an illusion.
If you ask me, humankind has freedom, but a freedom fraught with paradoxes. Freud shows how childhood shapes our subconscious mind, but this helps us to think for ourselves.
The history of constructivism. Earlier educational philosophies did not place much value on what would become constructivist ideas. Children's play and exploration was seen as aimless and of very little importance. Jean Piaget did not agree with these traditional views. He saw play as a vitally important and necessary part of the student's cognitive development and provided scientific evidence to support his views. Today, constructivist theories are influential throughout the formal and informal learning sectors. Our conclusion. Now that we've explained what constructivism is, the history of it, its founder Jean Piaget, and some examples, we have now a better understanding of what constructivism is and how it can be used by us in the future. This concludes our podcast on constructivism, and we would like to thank all participants and to thank all lecturers and tutors involved for their guidance throughout.